everyone. Welcome to next episode of the Big Bang Theory podcast, brought to you by Affinity Streaming. Today we're doing season 2, episode 3, which was the Barbarian Sublimation. And in this episode, Penny, she's having a hard time with life and everything, and she ends up turning to online gaming and becomes pretty addicted to it and ends up bothering Sheldon a bunch, creating some funny moments and stuff throughout the show. Contrell, give me your initial thoughts on this episode.
I very much enjoyed the opening sequence between Penny and Sheldon. I thought they were great together, hilarious, great chemistry, much better chemistry than other actors on the show. I'm not going to say any names, but Penny and Sheldon was great. Penny's little mini meltdown in the hallway and his responses were just the highlight of the episode.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought that it was something different, and I also really enjoy the dynamic between Sheldon and Penny. I thought that was pretty funny. What I didn't like from this episode was like Leonard's been trying to be with Penny the whole time, and Leonard knows this game. Like, he plays this game. He has a character. I don't understand why he didn't put more effort into showing her this game and like trying to play with her or something. Like, Sheldon's the one doing it all. That part didn't make sense to me.
Because Leonard's a dumbass. Maybe that's why he should be Dr. Dumbass. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to keep his distance or whatever, but he's just not
I guess.
buying. I don't like it. I like her and Sheldon much better. Like, their comedic duo talents are better suited than Leonard and Penny. But
yeah,
I've been told Leonard's gonna grow on me, is what I've been told, so I'm hanging on.
Just give it another like 7 seasons.
Yeah. Let's see if I can make it that far.
Did you have a most cringeworthy moment in this show?
This is kind of a cop-out, but everything Howard did was like,
yeah.
When he was when they were at the lunch table and he was talking about like how Penny kept him up all night too. I just thought that was the worst. And he do some little dance like next to her. Like, yeah, that was gross too. But
yeah,
I mean, they were funny, but he's getting way out of control. That's why I'm like, I know I'm probably gonna get shit about this, but she dresses inappropriately around him. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's not our fault.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And you should be able to wear whatever you want, especially when everyone else is wearing 3 and 4 layers. I just feel like a sweater would go a long way, or some long pants, but I'm not judging her for her outfit. She can wear whatever she wants. Howard should be able to be responsible, but it's just like,
yeah,
if you know you're allergic to peanut butter, don't eat the peanut butter. So, sorry. My 2 cents.
Howard's the worst. Well, he's hilarious, but he's also the worst.
Yes, he is.
He had literally a line that was one word, and it was at the lunch table with like Leslie Winkle was like saying something like everything is about sex, and Howard just like raised his hand and was like, testify.
I had that as my funniest moment. That was the moment that made me crack up when he said testify. That was my funniest moment.
Ridiculous. Also,
he's ridiculous.
One of the funniest moments for me was that lunchroom scene was actually just great. Like, them sitting at the table and then Sheldon trying to set Penny up with the other. What was the
with
guest
the
star?
guy behind her. The guy
Yeah,
behind him, yeah. Did they
yeah,
name him in the guest credits? Did he get credits?
yeah. It was
Was he
Tyler.
Blaine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyler J. Olson
All
as
right.
Blaine.
It's
And then
Blaine Tyler Olson.
since we're on the guests, I'll just mention Mark Hames as Tom. And we've had Dr. Gablehauser before, who is Mark Harlick.
And who shouldn't be mentioned with guest stars, she's on a level of her own, is Leslie Winkle, Sarah Gilbert,
Sarah
who was
Gilbert.
also in this episode.
Yeah.
The episode which originally aired October 6th, 2008. And the director?
Your
Mark
guy.
Sandrasky. Mark Sandrasky. Our guy, Mark
Yeah.
Sandrasky.
You know that he's directed everything?
Everything meaning
Bang.
all the episodes?
I think so.
He missed a couple in the first season.
I feel like in the first
early
season,
on.
like the first
There was a couple
I
he
don't know,
didn't do.
3 or 4 episodes, they
In the
were like
first
weren't
season.
sure about
Go
it.
back and check.
But I think everything after. I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll know for sure. So let me ask you: did you know what AFK was before this episode?
Yes.
You did? Okay. I guess
Yeah,
you are.
I
You are a
grew up
nerd.
with like online messenger being a thing. It was all the AOL and AIM phase, and people would just be like AFK.
All right. Okay.
All the
Just checking.
keyboard acronyms I got.
All right. Good.
Have you?
Glad to
So
know.
the game that they were playing is called Age of Conan. Have you ever played this game?
I have not.
No. All right.
Have you?
No,
Have
I
you
never
played
even
it?
heard of it.
Is it a real game?
I would think so, right?
See, they may have made it up for the thing. We don't know.
I feel like it's probably a real game.
Was it
Yeah.
called? It's a real game.
It's a real game. It takes place in the world of Conan the Barbarian, which is where the title reference came from for this episode.
Have you heard of Conan before this episode?
Which Conan?
Conan the Barbarian. Do you
No.
know who he is? Okay.
No. Do
You've
you?
never heard of him before. Of course. It's a Marvel comic character.
Oh,
There's
really?
this guy. When I was in 7th grade, I used to get in an argument with this guy who swore Conan would be like Batman. And that was the argument we would have for like 6 to 8 straight months of school. And he would be like, no, Conan would be the Batman. I was like, there's no way Conan would be the Batman. So there's a little glimpse into 7th grade life.
I feel like you just summarized like a scene of the Big Bang Theory, arguing about who can beat up who would win in this.
There's also a great cartoon called Conan the Adventurer on Pluto TV and Tubi. So check that out when you're super bored.
All right.
It's a great cartoon, Conan the Adventurer.
Really selling that. Super
Yeah.
bored.
I'm just saying, like, I know you have a lot going on. You got podcasts and science, so you don't have time for all this stuff.
For Conan.
So, yeah. But
Yeah.
Conan the Adventurer is what the cartoon was called, because they couldn't call him Barbarian on a Saturday morning cartoon or whatever.
Of course.
Of course.
And another part of the episode that I thought was really funny was just the ending, because Penny's like stuck in this, and then like everyone's trying to get her off the game. Leonard like goes online into the game, and she like cuts his head off with a sword. Was funny. And then Howard goes online and invites her to a quest, and she just slams the computer shut like, oh my god, I need help.
I really enjoyed that ending. That was a cool way to end the episode. Like, I thought that was a great way to end the episode. Her realizing, her fixing herself, her doing herself a favor.
Yeah.
Great way to end it.
Yeah. And how did you like the scene with Sheldon's bedroom?
Sadly, I've mentioned this before. The only thing I noticed was the comic books in the bins, and that took away my distraction. But it was funny. It's actually like I'm jumping ahead here, but it's like the episode. This episode, there's some sexual innuendo, like
Mm-hmm.
sitcom style between them, and then in the next episode, it happens again. But I don't know. I guess that's leading up to something. But it was all right. It's fine.
Okay. I thought it was funny. Just because it made Leonard confused when Penny's like leaving Sheldon's bedroom and she's like, "Oh, like don't go in there. He doesn't have any bottoms on." And Leonard's like, Sheldon, you want
Yes.
to
Yeah, that was fine. I'm not a. I like their interaction, but anytime Leonard comes on screen, it just ruins it.
Oh my god. You
He's
just
the
hate
Whitney
on
of
Leonard.
this show. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I
Uh,
mean, he serves his place. You
I'm
can't.
hoping to get. I don't enjoy not liking him. I want to enjoy him and Penny.
Yeah.
I just want other people to be the first thing to they're funnier. So let me
You're right.
ask you: Is Penelope supposed to be her real name?
That's what I was wondering when we were watching this, because all of the other characters, it makes a reference to their actual name. So I was wondering if Penelope is actually her full name or not. I feel like in the
Possible.
future we'll find out.
All right, but
I
you've
feel
seen
like
it all,
that.
so you should know.
I know, but I feel like it probably like happened in a small piece and I don't remember well. I don't actually know. Like I
All right.
actually tried looking it up and it was like saying it was making a reference to her name. And I was like, okay, it's making a reference or it is her name. Like it wasn't clear when I looked it up. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, cool.
You got anything else?
Now, overall, really good episode. I enjoyed Penny and Sheldon. It could just be the Penny and Sheldon show for all I care, with a little side bit of Howard.
Yeah.
Raj and Leonard.
Yeah.
We'll
Raj
get more to Raj on next week's.
Raj
We'll talk more
will
Raj later.
I feel like they like kill Raj in the beginning, and then once you get deeper into the show, you start to like really love his character. At least
All
me.
right.
But the first couple
All right.
seasons, as I'm watching now, I'm just like, yeah, they like really aren't selling him. It's hard to enjoy his character now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. They're just getting their groove. Just
Yeah.
season 2. Not everybody can be Smallville out the gate, you know?
Right,
All
right.
right.
You guys didn't know Contrell loves Smallville.
Everyone, I love Smallville. Yes. Okay. I think everyone
Good.
knows.
Now everyone for sure
Now
knows.
everyone knows. Yeah. Cool.
Cool. All right. Thanks, everyone. We will see you next week. On to episode 4, season 2.
Thanks. Bye.
Adios.